Gucken wir bei Kenne weiter. Mai 1985, ein sonniger Tag. Ich behalte den Sentinel von Kai, der aus dem Auge.
No matter where I am, at least the sunset is always the same. This place isn't too crowded. Gives me room to hang around and think for a bit. Better take advantage of that. Our mother's terrible at sewing, but she made this for Chihiro. I'd never seen her struggle with anything so hard, but she did it. It's pieced together with scraps of cloth. Not the best quality. Even still, Chihiro took it with her wherever she went. They came ashore during the air raid. They're enormous. Must be over 30 meters tall. Instead of wheels, they move on long leg-like appendages. Quite a terrifying sight. Like something out of hell. Nothing's changed today either.
Ja, der hat eigentlich noch den Trick auf wir hinsehen. Aber
It hasn't gone anywhere. It's still there, hiding behind all those elaborate curtains. That Sentinel. It's what brought me here.
okay. Die bauen nur den Sentinel drum herum? Sehr interessant.
Why were just the Sentinel and I brought here? That thing is beyond me. I'm no expert, but I know it's capable of some extraordinary feats. Time travel, though. Could the Sentinel possess an ability like that? Before the war, my uncle gave me a sci-fi novel. A story about traveling through time to the future. It only ever felt like a far-off fantasy. But on that day, at that moment, that fantasy became a reality.
Okay, war noch ein bisschen dran.
All out of flying bombs. Electromagnetic rounds are offline. Output's dropped by 50% in both electromagnetic battering rams. There are just too many of them. But I'm not about to just sit here and die. I still have 2 minutes before I hit my operating limit. Might as well give it everything I got. What the hell?
Okay, irgendwas hat die Zeitreisefunktion getriggert.
Where's the enemy? Did I lose? It reached its operating limit.
Ich will mal gerade mal gucken. Oh, Loi hat sehr viele Branching Paths. The hell? Alright.
Where am I? The air raid. Everything was just on fire. All these giant towers with glass windows? What the hell's going on? The last thing I remember is being surrounded by those new American weapons and... No, it can't be. I've heard about major US cities. These high-rise buildings are common. Was I captured? And they got my Sentinel too? They must have done it when I lost consciousness. Brought me to the mainland as their...
Aber eher unwahrscheinlich. Eher unwahrscheinlich, wenn er halt random hier in einer Brücke, also ich glaube, es ist eine Brücke landet oder in einem Dach auf einem Haus landet mit seinem Sentinel mitten in der Stadt.
Wait. If the Sentinel just reached its operating limit, then not very much time could have passed.
Mhm.
But this view says otherwise. It's not my homeland. Somehow, I ended up on US soil. If that's the case, fine. I guess this is where I'll die. But I'm not going down without a fight. I'll face the enemy, even without my Sentinel. The Sentinel. This is bad. The Sentinels are top secret. It can't fall into enemy hands. Sentinel. The enemy cannot get their hands on the Sentinel. That's the kind of issue that becomes a national crisis. But what can I do? I can't activate now, let alone initiate self-destruct. I need to slow down and think things over. I should probably go lie low until the Sentinel recovers. But not because I'm afraid. My country, my little sister. I'd give my life for them at the drop of a hat. But I have to be smart right now. And that means waiting for the Sentinel to be up and running.
Mhm. Aber in der Zeit kann er immer noch gefunden werden, das ist ja das Ding, ne?
Now that I have a plan, I'd better move fast. I should get out of here before American soldiers show up. I'll stay out of sight until it's the right time to move.
Aber der lässt sich sozusagen haben und klaut ihn sich, sobald er halt wieder ready ist und haben so.
Everyone here appears to be Japanese. But something's off. These signs show both kanji and the English alphabet. Ashitaba Printing, Ashitaba Bank. Why are they named after my hometown?
Gute Frage.
You want to stop by the arcade?
Sure, the one at Sun Mall?
Nah, the one at Joyland. Let's go try out those big new Sega machines that came in.
Sega
I have no
Reference.
idea what they're talking about, but their language doesn't sound foreign to me.
Aber ich glaube, das Game ist auch von Sega gepublished, oder? Also passt das.
Did you see him in last night's episode? Yeah. Oh, he's so amazing. Right? I watch everything he's in.
Female students. Though that's quite a bit of exposed leg. It almost seems like a different dialect, but it's definitely Japanese.
Was gibt es noch rauszufinden?
So many cars. Where in the world am I? This isn't America. It looks like Japan, but everything seems off. This is all just a terrible dream. Right? Right. It's nothing to worry about, just my brain acting up. That's why my surroundings appear to be different. We
Das
knew
willst du
what
dir.
the risks were going in as Sentinel pilots. Professor Doji made it all very clear to us. That's right. This has happened before. I experienced a similar illusion during the Sentinel sync test. He's wearing a boy's school uniform, but appears to have a girl's haircut.
The hell you looking at?
This one has a particularly strange hairstyle.
Hey, you trying to get your ass kicked?
It looks like I've finally gone crazy.
You want to see crazy?
Hey, stop!
Okay. Der hat auch wirklich eine sehr kurze Lunte, ne?
Where am I? What is this room? Hold on, I think I remember. Some guy with weird hair hit me with his bag. This doesn't look like a detention facility. Either I'm still seeing things, or someone removed me from the Sentinel. Whoever it was brought me to some kind of lab.
Das ist kein Labor, aber gut. Verständlich, dass er das denkt.
A box-shaped Technicolor projection device. The Sentinel has its own spatial projector as well. But that's highly confidential military technology. It's about baseball. I'm not in a military base, am I?
Sind wir noch?
Foreign phonograph records. Takatoshi-san used to let me listen to his. Why are there so many records here? There are way more than I saw at the Hijiyamas.
Ja, sind wir gut am Sammeln, ne?
It's a calendar. 1985? It's all in my head. It's just an illusion.
You wish. You wish.
Math, modern Japanese. Lots of textbooks lined up here. Japanese history. So I really am still in Japan then. This can't be right. 1945. The year of Japan's unconditional surrender. Surrender? We lost the war? 1945. That's this year. August 6th. Atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. 140,000 killed. 3 days.
Er hatte recht mit der Atombombe auf Hiroshima. Aber das wusste ich noch korrekt.
Later, second bomb dropped on Nagasaki. 70,000 killed. All from just 2 new American bombs.
Yep.
What is this book? 1951, U.S.-Japan Security Treaty signed. 1964, Tokyo Olympics? How far does this go? Wait. What did that calendar say? 1985. It has to be fake. When was this printed? It says here 1985. Could it really be?
You okay? Here.
It's so cold.
That's all that was in the fridge.
Wow.
Not a big fan of soda, I take it?
Some kind of carbonated beverage? I had ramen once at a festival in Tsutsuji, but I was just a kid. 1985. Am I still in Japan? But in the future?
Ich finde gerade eine Seitenstory einfach sehr lustig. Ich finde halt einfach diesen Aspekt so zu sehen. Ein Dude aus der Vergangenheit reist halt in die Zukunft und es wird dann erstmal mit den ganzen Sachen konfrontiert, die es halt da alles gibt, die so ein bisschen sehr außergewöhnlich wirken. Aber ich muss sagen, man hat auch in den 40 Jahren da auch echt eine starke Entwicklung gemacht. Ne? Also es hat sich sehr viel geändert.
Who are you?
I'm Shu Amiguchi, and we're at my apartment in Kamazumi.
Keitaro Miura. So, how did I get here?
I called a taxi and brought you over after you got knocked out.
So you helped me?
Guilty. You know, you really pushed Ogata over the edge. He was already pissed from being chewed out. If he gets in trouble one more time, he's getting suspended. Be real nice if you two could work things out peacefully.
Okay.
I need to know one thing. What year is it?
What? Afraid you got knocked into a coma for the last few years? Relax, you didn't get hit that hard. It's still 1985, all right? You haven't missed a day.
So, wieder dazu. Gucken wir uns mal die anderen Story Points an.
No matter where I am, at least the sunset is always the same. I checked the library for any records of such a weapon. But in all of history, nothing like it has ever existed. Not in the US, not anywhere. What was that thing? Our mother's terrible. It's even she. Why were just the Sentinel and I brought here? But I
Das hatten wir schon, ne? Ja.
Before the war, my uncle gave me a sci-fi novel. A story about traveling through time to the future. It only ever felt like a far-off fantasy. To think it ever become a reality. 1985. I don't care that we lost. I'm proud my country could rebuild after what happened. But I won't accept this future. Now that I know we lose the war, that's all the more reason to go back. I'll bring the Sentinel with me, and I'll change history. It's my duty to fight and protect the people. I have to save as many of them as I can. But what if it's impossible for me to go back? What if I'm trapped here? Chihiro. Alright, that's enough. Get it together. Don't get discouraged. You will make it back.
Also ist Chihiro nicht noch überhaupt ein Leben?
I wonder, what if I never actually traveled through time? It's possible that space-time here is warped somehow. But it could just be a local effect. I should try heading toward the school. Maybe time is flowing normally over there.
Wie können wir machen? Oh ja. Tamao wird ja dann die Großmutter von Jiro. Das passt ja in die Zeit rein. 40 Jahren. Ja, und Chihiro könnte ja theoretisch auch immer noch leben. Würde dann halt um einiges älter sein als Gatero.
Hurry up, Miwa-chan! Slow down, Yuri-chan.
Female students. Looks like the school's still here. Despite a catastrophic loss, Japan recovered quite well. It seems to have entered a prosperous new era. Almost too prosperous. Isn't that...
Not to know.
Hey, hold on.
Miura-kun? Thank goodness.
You're Natsuno Minami, right? The one I met at the shrine. What are you doing here?
I've gotta say, you had me pretty worried. I had no idea where you went.
I can't believe you're here too.
I couldn't find you anywhere. I thought you got snatched up and hauled off to Area 51. But anyway, what have you been up to?
Wait, first...
Where have you been?
A kind student's been letting me stay at his place. Aside from that, I've been sleeping outdoors.
Outdoors?
Natsuno-san. Get it together, Keitaro. She certainly is quite... Yes. I admit, she's bright, cheerful, attractive. But right now, I have more urgent matters to tend to.
I mean, stimmt aber.
Hang on. This is my mess, so I have to figure out how to clean it up. But then again, I can't really bring a boy into the house. Oh yeah! Granny Tamao went on a trip. So Jiro-kun should be the only one home. That house does have a lot of rooms.
Granny Tamao?
Sorry. Let me go grab my stuff really quick. I'll be right back, so just wait here. Then we'll head over to the Karabe's house.
Karabe?
Mhm. Die gibt's noch. Oh. Not gonna lie, ein sehr cooler Ausblick vom Haus. Also jetzt sehr, ich finde auch schön, wie die Daikon-Radieschen da oben hängen. Sehr schön. Sehr cozy vibe. I like that.
Managed to leave quite the dent. Chihiro? You don't have to cry. It's not like you did this on purpose. I'm sure Uncle isn't mad about it anymore.
What about you? Are you mad?
Of course not. I'm your big brother. I'll always be on your side, Chihiro.
Oh.
Now, come on out. So, how do you hit the pillar with the laundry bucket? You must have been playing pretty rough.
The bunny was fighting, and it beat up giant ghosts. Cause the ghosts smash all the houses, and more of them keep coming.
Such
Aww.
strange ghosts. Did you come up with them yourself?
No, Tamao told me about them.
I'm sorry, Chihiro-chan. My father has quite a short temper. I'm sorry. This was all my fault.
Tamao-san.
It only happened because I told Chihiro-chan about my dreams.
Oh. Sind auch interessante Träume?
Is it okay for you to be awake right now?
Mm-hmm. I've been feeling much better lately. And I have Goto-san from Tokyo to thank for that. He's been sharing some foreign medicine with me.
Goto,
It's
können wir
just
ja auch
that-
schon.
Ever since I started taking it, I keep having strange dreams. But they feel like more than just dreams. They're like memories that I just...
Stimmt, das habe ich schon ganz wieder vergessen. Sie hat doch die Pillen bekommen, die A eigentlich auch gekriegt hatte. Und die haben doch dieses Experiment von diesen prophetischen Träumen. Stimmt, das war ja auch da. Gott.
suddenly remember.
The sirens.
This is bad. Turn on the radio.
This military broadcast. Air raid alarms have been sounded. Enemy is flying at low altitude. More air units to be expected. To prepare against the coming invasion, we ask all citizens to unite as we fortify our air defenses.
It's a massive enemy raid.
We have to hurry to a bomb-proof shelter. Come on, Chihiro-chan. We have to go.
Minami-san.
Gesehen, den kenne ich auch schon, ne?
Couldn't you have knocked first?
Come on, your Granny Tamao and I are best buds. We're neighbors. Think I don't know my way around the place? Anyway, I've got a favor to ask.
Oh, Minami-san. I didn't know you lived so close.
Did you really need to come out?
You're Yakushiji-san, our classmate?
Ich finde es schön. Langsam kommen auch endlich mal wieder Punkte, wo auch wirklich die Storys eigentlich auch wirklich mal zusammenkommen und die auch wirklich endlich mal auch auf beiden Seiten die gleichen Szenen mal sehen. Das sehen wir nämlich schon die ganze Zeit so ein bisschen, dass man sie wirklich auch, dass alles mal so zusammenkommt. Aber jetzt kommen endlich mal zumindest so ein paar Kleinigkeiten doch endlich mal richtig zusammen.
Wait, no way. Are you two?
Do you need something from him?
It's not what it looks like. This is just... you know...
Natsuno-san?
Oh, come on in.
Aber guckt, ob man die Delle hier aussieht. Aber ne, die Delle ist ja nicht da in dem Haus. Gut.
So this house is still standing.
Who are you?
My name is Keitaro Miura.
So, it's kinda complicated, but yeah. I need you to let him stay over for a few days.
What? How do you know Minami-san?
Come on, I know you have a spare room. Just let him stay until your granny's back. In exchange, I won't tell anyone you're living with a girl.
That's not...
The details don't matter. Just let him stay, alright? Thanks, see ya!
Ist ja wirklich einfach zwingt, wie wäre es, sie einfach mitzunehmen.
Natsuno-san, is this...
It's fine, it's fine. I live super close by. So if you need anything, just let me know.
There she goes. Well, this is awkward. Pardon me. I know Natsuno-san's intentions are good, but I really don't want to be an inconvenience.
Are you hungry? Why don't you join us for dinner?
No, I shouldn't.
Your stomach thinks you should.
No, that was,
I'll go fix you a plate.
So, Tamao-san is your grandmother? Is she in good health?
Grandma? She's fit as a fiddle. She's visiting relatives back in Shimane. That's why she isn't here.
Shimane. She must be with her mother's side of the family in Iwami.
Okay, ja. Kennt die Tamao sehr gut, ne?
Do you know my grandma?
Yes.
You do, huh? So then? How long do you need a place to stay?
Not long. Just until I can make my way back home.
Well, alright. If that's the case, it shouldn't be a problem. Just try not to cause any trouble. Feel free to use the guest room on the first floor.
Thank you.
Alright.
There's a projection device where the radio used to be. It's been lightly remodeled, but it's the same house. I could have sworn it burned to the ground. The damage on this pillar is missing. And it wasn't changed when they remodeled. If this really is the Kurabe's house, then it should be right here. Chihiro left a dent in this pillar.
Gut, es kann aber auch restauriert worden sein, ne? Also solche Balken und so sollte man mir auch mal fixen.
Back on my parents' property, there was a wooden single of his fondest childhood memories are at that house.
That sounds lovely. I'll have it produced for you.
You will? But all I have left are old photographs.
That's fine. I can restore them for you.
Thank you, Mira-san. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Dieser random Blick in die Zukunft ist gerade so ein bisschen weird.
Were you just on a call with someone else?
With Professor Karabe, yes. We were
Professorin.
discussing the layout of the residential zone.
Oh, that's right. Professor Karabe was born in the 21st century. She's 120 years old, right?
Okay.
I know that she's receiving nanomachine treatment, but she still looks so young.
She's Professor Morimura's mentor, I hear. Quite an intelligent individual.
Sie war Morimuras Lehrerin? Ha. Okay. Tamao Kurabe wird immer mehr und mehr zu einem doch stark relevanten Charakter, wie es scheint. Und sie scheint vielleicht doch auch mit Shikigami. Ich hab gerade den ganzen Kopf, wie das Unternehmen hieß. Scheint da vielleicht auch mit drin zu stecken, oder?
Well, yeah. She is the foremost expert on AI, after all.
Right. Anyway, is something wrong?
Why does something have to be wrong for me to call? Well, I just so happen to have a really urgent problem. I need emotional support stat. And I need it from you.
Oh, that does sound urgent. Then I'll be waiting.
Treasure aber Academy, oder? Okay. Ah, okay. Weil ich die Story-Part gemacht habe.